I know what it feels like to have them.
Feel? You're a demon. Demons don't feel anything.
Is that what you think?
Talk about an overnight sensation. K-pop Demon Hunters took the world by storm when it premiered on Netflix. And now it's all anyone can talk about. From the stunning animation to the moving narrative and soundtrack, this animated film has it all. It's a masterpiece and it's tough to look away from. One of the most appealing touches is the traditional Korean elements the filmmakers incorporated into the story and animation to make their world feel as authentic as possible, while giving proper recognition to the culture, K-pop, and where its stars originated from. These additions are seamless and subtle, making them blind and you'll miss the details. To give them the credit they're due, today's video is all about the Easter eggs and details you might have missed in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Saja boys have gone completely viral after that variety show. They even have their own fandom.
Number 1. Traditional weapons, fashion, and accessories. The beauty is in the details, and the character designs went all out to show that the members of Huntrix take pride in their heritage and cultural roots. Throughout the film, we see them wearing numerous modern outfits and stage costumes that help them stand out among the background characters or the droves of their fans. Still, they're never far from where their stories began, centuries ago, where the first hunters appeared to cleanse the world of demons. While you may not notice it at a glance, the members of Huntrix wear protective pendants called norigae. These pendants, worn by women, carry symbolic meanings for good luck, protection, and prosperity. The Huntrix members wear their pendants in their stage costumes, but they're more than props. Handmade with intricate charms and beads, these special charms help ward off evil from the untrained eye. History scholars and weapon aficionados raved about the weapons used by the Huntrix members, and it's easy to see why. These blades aren't often showcased in media, but their relevance isn't something to shrug at. Rumi's blade, which receives a transformation in the final battle with Gui Ma and the Saja boys, is a four-tiger sword. These ritual blades symbolize the strength of the mythic tigers that guard the cardinal directions. It's also used in rituals to ward off evil, giving it a practical use. Mira's curved polearm is based mainly on the Chulyumchu, a traditional weapon that's not often depicted in media, unlike other popularized forms of combat weapons. My favorite among the trio, however, is Zoe's knives. The group's fluent rapper uses these weapons with great precision, often referred to as a spirit knife. These are also used in rituals to ward off evil spirits. It perfectly ties her modern aesthetic and respect for her culture into one cohesive design. Ugh, chef's kiss.
You think we're just gonna let you steal our fans? You're gonna have to fight us for them.
Number 2. Beloved K-pop groups cameo and inspire. There's no shortage of K-pop groups that inspired the film, but a notable few made appearances in the background, giving them canon existences in the K-pop Demon Hunters universe. In a future installment, could we see them animated or voiced by their real-life counterparts? Fans would love to see some of their favorite groups interact with Huntrix on stage, mixing their vocals and personal styles for a showstopper like no other. One of these groups is Twice, who Huntrix overshot on the popularity polls after releasing their new single, Golden. Another group also appears in a poster behind them, Meow. There are also a few characters in the film that took inspiration from real-life celebrities. The heartthrob Jinu, who has become a favorite among fans, has a toned-down and classic look compared to his bandmates, who preferred dyed hair and pastel wardrobes. The film's director stated in a recent interview that his look is inspired by popular K-drama actors such as Cha Yeon-woo and Nam Joo-hyuk. His bandmates, meanwhile, were styled after stereotypical roles often played or filled by members of boy bands and K-pop groups alike. These include the muscular one, the romantic one, the youngest one, and the Saja boys aren't afraid to have fun or make fun of the roles they play. Number 3. Folktales and storytelling. It's no surprise that folktales and generational stories inspired K-pop Demon Hunters. Two fan-favorite characters in particular, Jinu's loyal animal companions, come directly from the Jakodo style of paintings, which depicted a foolish-looking yet mighty tiger alongside a reserved magpie. These classic paintings have existed for centuries and remain relevant as they represent the divide between classes. Their relatability and popularity earned them a spot in the film, and they're perfect pets for Jinu, whose story revolves around leaving his low-income family behind to live a wealthy life within the palace walls. His animal companions, whom we adore, were another way for his life with Gui Ma to remind him of his greatest sin. Haven't thought about it that way, have you? It's great storytelling. It's also a nice touch that they outlive Jinu and watch over Rumi from afar, as the divide between people and social classes continues, even in the modern day. Speaking of Jinu, the name of his boy band, it's a subtle foreshadowing of his darker plans. The word Saja has a double meaning. referring to the lion that the boy band uses as their public symbol, and as a representation of the Grim Reaper, who helps usher souls to the afterlife. At the end of the film where the Saja boys bring Guima to Earth, they're even dressed like reapers depicted in traditional art, bringing their theatrical performance full circle.
Why does the bird wear a tiny hat?
I made it for the tiger, but the bird keeps taking it.
Number 4. Tradition and modern art. In the modern day, Huntrix are the hunters of their generation, the 3 warriors tasked with strengthening the barrier between their world and Guima's. We get a glimpse of the hunters who came before them, dating back centuries. These hunters adapt to the times, continually updating their methods, songs, and presence to bring a sense of peace and hope to the people around them. For Huntrix, that meant becoming a top-charting K-pop group with a global fan base. They won the Idol Awards several years running, only meeting their match when the Saja boys arrived on the scene. The origin of the Hunters had a more traditional approach. At the beginning of the film, we see about 3 women who appeared in a village one night, regaling the locals with their songs, dances, and performances. Their vibrant energy spread, creating a harmony that strengthened and made the Hunmoon, a barrier between their world and the realm of demons. Their predecessors followed with each generation, devoting their lives to the noble cause. These original warriors bear a striking resemblance to shamans, a role traditionally filled by women who act as spiritual leaders to their followers. Shamans and the practice known as gut influence the film, as it's a ritual where a shaman drives away evil spirits using music, dance, and costumes. We can all agree that K-pop Demon Hunters is another film that exudes female empowerment. I love to see strong, capable, yet emotionally vulnerable characters who can accomplish great things. Likewise, shamans held a role that gave women a unique position of power and influence, one that didn't exist elsewhere.
Water demons!
Oh, great. My favorite.
Get rid of the hunters. Then you can eat all the souls you want.
Number 5. Subtle foreshadowing. Although I already mentioned Jinu and the decision to name the Saja boys after Grim Reapers, there are other types of foreshadowing throughout the film that are only noticeable after a second watch. They're fun to find and make the overarching narrative feel more fulfilling for those revisiting the story. My favorite example, and one I'll give you to find during your rewatch, is that the hunters from each generation had a version of Rumi, who represented her unique demon lineage with a colorful making or design of their own. These colorful swirls and patterns appear not on their skin as tattoos or demonic markings, but as clothing choices. While they may not have known it at the time, fate may have peered over their shoulders, drawing them toward these pops of color that dare them to break away from their perfect narrative and try something different, as Rumi does at the film's climax. At the end of the film, they also say they'll create another Hunmoon to protect the world and keep Guima at bay. Yet we don't know what this new Hunmoon looks like. Some fans speculate the opening left his defeat open-ended, keeping the door open for a sequel or a future story featuring Huntrix and Guima's revenge.
No, how do you have patterns? These were supposed to be gone.
Animated films that give their all to deliver an enriching and authentic narrative are rare. They get bonus points if they're a musical, and I haven't gotten Golden or Soda Pop out of my head after hearing them for the first time. It's no surprise K-pop Demon Hunters has become a household name, surging to the top of the charts for its music alone. After multiple rewatches, I can't help wishing for more adventures with Rumi and the other members of Huntrix. What was your favorite detail from the film? Are you looking forward to a sequel? Let us know in the comments below.
I wasn't expecting a hug, but... Jeez, okay, calm down. I thought the mannequin was gonna be a fun icebreaker.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Hey, this is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here.
Bye.